It's May 16th, 2023. I'm back over here at Wilson Elementary for the second time. First time was December 7th, and I'm subbing 6th grade today. I'm actually here on a half day. When I accepted this position yesterday, it said to come at 10:40 or 10:50, and then this morning I got an email saying that the times have changed, been modified. Instead of at 10:50, come at 7:35, and they didn't send it till after 8, and it was almost 9 when I got it. So I rushed over here. Long story short, apparently the person in the office did that just for records purposes, and that I would be paid for the full day. So I thought that was nice of them. So I was basically here early, but on the way over here, there's a half dozen third graders approximately that rushed up to me because they remembered me from subbing on December 7th, and this is the second time that I'm here. They were all hoping that I was here to be their sub, but now I'm doing 6th grade today. On the way over here, I ran into that teacher whom I subbed for, introduced myself, and then I just stood out for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. They're doing testing inside here. So once recess began, I entered and talked with the teacher, and so far they are very intrigued with all the tricks, I'll put it that way. So far so good. So it's a conclusion to another great day here. During Buddies, I actually got some time to do a little card trick at the very end for a minute, so the teacher allowed me to do that. And then we came back and did social studies. The students were very nice, a bit talkative, but very nice. And I'm glad that I was here. More students, after Buddies, walking back, who were in the 3rd grade classroom I subbed for the first time, would all come up to me and saying that they watched the YouTube video that I made of this school the first time.
And a peculiar thing happened during Buddies today. One of the 2nd graders actually recognized me as a YouTuber, and again, I haven't subbed 2nd grade there, so he recognized me and started to mumble to another 2nd grader and 6th graders who were overhearing and such, and so I'm like, okay, and I'm like, oh boy. And so that's when some people realized that I was a YouTuber, and some of the 6th graders found out about it.
And no, I wasn't wearing a YouTube hat or anything like that. I wasn't wearing any hat.
After Buddies, walking all the way back to the other side of the school where our classroom was, again, a few 3rd graders were coming up to me, kind of stopping me, and one of them said that I subbed for his brother at T-Winkle Middle School. I did confirm to the 6th graders that most of them or all of them are going to T-Winkle Middle School next year. In fact, that was part of their writing paragraphs that they were doing today. After school, when I was walking back to the office to sign out, yet another 3rd grader kind of stopped me and said that he enjoys my YouTube videos, and he turned to tell a friend about who I was. And while that was going on, more students were saying, hey, that's my sub right there. And so I'm very appreciative and humbled of the acceptance that I received over at Wilson and all across the district. So it was an excellent day today. I know where I'm going to be tomorrow.
It's May 17th, 2023. I'm over here at Harborview Elementary for the very first time here in the Corona del Mar zone. And I'm not teaching a class, I'm subbing elementary science. And not only that, but my former 5th grade teacher is the principal here now, so hopefully I'll run into him. And wow, I am in here and very impressed with this room. I've been in elementary science classrooms before, but now to be a sub in here, really like all the science. We have astronomy there, looks like biology. I walked in and that mannequin right there, whatever you call it for human anatomy, kind of looked like a person silhouette there in front of the window. So I'm like, okay, it's just a mannequin, but anyway. But in earth science and the water cycle, chemistry, I'm wearing my chemistry sweatshirt, the one that says never trust an atom, they make up everything. So very excited to be here. The office staff was nice. I'm going to be doing 2 classes today. They're going to come in. I was hoping 3 or 4, but anyway. But still, I'm very thankful to be here. I heard that my former 5th grade teacher is here, so hopefully I'll run into him. And here's the chemistry section, my specialty, my degrees in chemistry. I have the periodic table here, but it only goes to 103. This was before Rutherfordium, I guess. And back there was astronomy, my other specialty, if you will, my special interest or hobby is astronomy. In fact, the more I think about it, we did have something like this in the 5th grade classroom at Newport Heights Elementary. And even though I have 2 classes coming in for an hour each, Guess which grade they are? 5th grade. Go figure. And I guess I'll be serenaded here. Right next door is the band, and they're just practicing like their early morning practice, I guess. And apparently while I wait, I guess I have tons of studying material to like brush up on everything. And I just now ran into my former 5th grade teacher outside, and we walked over here. We caught up on everything in the past several years. I mean, it wasn't 17 years since I last saw him. I mean, I saw him at Adams like several years ago, but this is the first time in several years, and we got to catch up on everything. I told him that I'm the author to this book, and I expressed my willingness to volunteer at assemblies. I've been to Chaparral, College Park, California, and I'd love to come here and basically everywhere in OCDE and just do assembly. So he said maybe we could set something up in the fall. It was great to catch up to him. He's very proud of my accomplishments, and again, very good to see him and everything. So I showed him a picture from 2012, another picture from 17 years ago in 2006 when he was my teacher. And so the first class should be arriving in about 7 minutes. Well, 1 down and 1 to go, and that was very interesting. Yep, model rockets, I remember doing that even in physics class at OCC like 5 years ago, and freshman year of high school at Newport Harbor High School. The 5th graders seemed to be amazed that their principal was my 5th grade teacher 17 years ago. And today's May 17th. Go figure. I'm just a numbers guy. I told them that I have a degree in chemistry and biochemistry, not so much in rocketry or astrophysics or physics or anything like that, so I couldn't really help much. But one student raised his hand and I came over and he asked me, so what's chemistry? So I got to tell him what chemistry is. I got to interject some of my astronomy knowledge of the planets back there. So I really enjoy science, not so much physics. At the very end, I showed them the brand new cards trick that I had and juggled a little bit. And when I talked to the principal, my former 5th grade teacher, he asked if I was going to juggle for them and such. And I said, well, I brought some of the juggle bugs that I use. And right afterward, they walked from this portable all the way right next door to music class. I'm like, oh, just right next door. And while they were walking from one door to the next, they were all saying thank you to me and have a great day. And I was saying have a great day back. And that's a conclusion to a very good first day here at Harborview. I really hope to return. I'm sure I will return. And the second set of 5th graders were excellent, and the rockets were amazing. One of them said that like they're building like a space shuttle like rocket, and I'm like, that's very inventive. Earlier at recess, I found out that the PE teacher at Newport Heights also does PE here too, and at Anderson Elementary, which I haven't been to Anderson yet. And he says that he's been alternating back and forth for like 26 years. And it's like, I didn't know that. So like back when I was a student at Newport Heights and he taught my class PE for those 3 years, he was also going back and forth here too. And what's very coincidental is that Harborview PFO's Instagram page did like a story the other day, and I found out that one of the people I met at the youth group at St. Andrew's Presbyterian, I think it was a leader, but that's where I met him, like over a decade ago. He teaches here for STEM, and I made a comment on one of his Instagram posts saying I saw that you teach STEM here, and I just got a full math credential, and I'm now a substitute teacher and everything. And he replied saying, of course I remember you, and it's good. If you have any questions about teaching, please let me know, and hopefully one day you'll come here to Harborview. Like moments after, okay, maybe like a half hour after I accepted this position, and by coincidence, and that was a couple days ago. And so I just ran into him back at recess before this last science class, and so I'll probably go over there and see if I could say hi. He said he'll show me around perhaps, so it'd be great to like talk to him too, like catch up in the past like several years. And that's a great visit with my friend. He showed me around his classroom, very interesting, like STEM, so science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and the robotics, the Lego wall and everything. And then I came back here. It's like a family lunch day here, so there's a lot of families here. And I'm very grateful that I got this position today. All the students were nice, and they really enjoyed the magic trick, quote unquote, the card trick that I had, and the juggling that I pulled out right at the last second. And I'm also grateful that I got to sub here for a half day. If it wasn't a half day, then I couldn't come today because I actually have like a pre-interview call at like 2:30, and so I was hoping for like a half day or ensign intermediate, which gets out at 12:50. And this is just another media engagement that I have an opportunity to do. Yesterday I was on a radio program in Ohio, so that was very early in the morning, so it's like I had to schedule it early in the morning because I'm not sure where I'm going to sub at any particular day. So he called, asked a bunch of questions about autism and what I'm doing with autism, and he's very happy to see that I made 7 figures on social media, meaning over 1 million followers on Instagram, and how much I'm helping and giving back. And my encouragement, my goal, my life's mission, besides teaching locally, is to be an encouragement and just help people understand that they could do whatever they set their heart and mind to do, disability or not. Don't set standards on other people, base them on your own self, and to always persevere and never give up. And that's the message I hope to communicate to 8 billion people and the next generation, and we'll see how that goes. Again, I enjoyed this day and hope to come back, and it's a very good school, very good campus. It's May 18th, 2023. I'm over here at Rea Elementary, once again a brand new school, and I'm subbing 5th grade today. Inside this incredible classroom, looks like they've been testing. A lot of schools in this district have been doing their state testing and all that. I feel like I had quite a welcome. I walked into the office and one of the staff members asked, "Are you Matthew?" And I said yes, and she's like, "Welcome." And I'm like, this is probably my 25th school, give or take one, but it's the first time I'm here at Victoria today, and I'm very excited to be here. And so far so great. This is quite a very good class, relatively speaking. And this morning I actually had morning parking lot duty for the first time in my career, so to speak, and brought back my days of being an usher at the Presbyterian Church for several years. And I just helped open the doors for smaller students who couldn't open the doors yet, and helped direct traffic a little bit. But I said, like, good morning, have a nice day. So brought back a lot of memories, like bringing cheer to a lot of students. But anyway, they like the magic tricks, quote unquote, sleight of hand, and at one point the principal actually walked in for a second, so I got to get introduced to the principal and said hi. He's a very nice guy. So far so good. It's lunchtime now, and we just had math for like an hour, give or take, and it was very fun because I got to help out a lot about math, all about geometry and quadrilaterals and the coordinate system, the coordinate plane and all that. And right before lunch I did that big card trick / numbers product trick, where 3 people picked 3-digit numbers, multiplied them, and the product was the sequence of cards that they chose in that order. Okay, well that's it. It's been a great day. They concluded with soccer. They liked all the tricks and the juggling at the end. Very nice class. One of them actually asked me a question I haven't had in like half a lifetime, literally. A person was just curious, or 2 of them, like, where am I from? And I guess they think I have an accent, but no, I don't have an accent. I'm from here. Well, earlier today I went on Frontline. I accepted the job for tomorrow, so can't wait. And it's Friday, May 19th, and I'm over here at Rea Elementary, and for the 3rd day in a row I'm doing 5th grade. And I'm glad to be back inside here, and I was telling the person in the office, this was the first class that I've ever subbed for, the first teacher I subbed for outside of my placement site at Ensign Intermediate School when I was doing my student teaching. I did sub at Ensign a couple of times, but like Rea Elementary, this classroom, this teacher was the first person that I subbed for outside of Ensign. So it's like the day that I like branched out, if you will, and my second book that I'm writing talks about this day. Same room, room 23. The tables are in a different order. It used to look different, but I'm glad to be here and excited for today. What a day and what a conclusion to this week. The morning started out very well, and as soon as I walked out after I read through the sub notes and about to go to flag deck and such, a lot of students were saying hi, a lot of students were stopping me, wanting to see a trick and everything, and that kind of happened a little bit throughout the day, but especially in the beginning and a little bit at lunch. And the entire day went good with history, social studies as part of their language arts. They're learning about the history, the Constitution, the Continental Congress, and then math. I got to like float around and help with math and ratio charts and everything. It was quite interesting. It was like a rainy day schedule, and because it was a rainy day schedule, the PE teacher kind of disappeared or something, and they just said go back to class and just do something. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I got them started on the task about the websites that they had to do, and then I introduced them to games that I do at Royal Rangers, like some a couple of basic games that a lot of boys at Rangers liked, and then afterward took them out to kickball. So we just got back from kickball till the end of the day, and it was very fun and exciting, and a very interesting way to play kickball / basketball. So it was a superb day and an extraordinary week, and can't wait for next time. Thank you so much for watching this video and sticking with me, and hopefully in the end everyone knows proves that you can do whatever you set your heart and mind to do, disability or not. Tomorrow, in fact, I'm going to the 4th District PTA Vendor Fair at the OCDE, the Orange County Department of Education headquarters, and so I'll be a vendor from like 8 to 1, offering my volunteership or my heart to volunteer at an assembly, and emphasize that my #1 goal is to be in every single school of the entire county, all the districts, like all over Orange County, and juggle at least once in an assembly. I've made a difference. I've changed lives over in Capistrano Unified and Irvine Unified once before each, and I was also did a smaller assembly last June 9th at California Elementary, so hopefully I'll be able to eventually do every single school around, and I have about a year and a month to do it in. That's because by August of 2024, I'd have the master's degree by then and hopefully be a first-year teacher. My dream career is middle school math and science teaching, well, possibly science, while at the same time being an influencer around the world, helping maybe up to 8 billion people in the next generation understand disabilities, and that anyone can do whatever they set their heart and mind to do, and all my encouragements that I give. And as always, never give up on what you're passionate to do, what you believe your calling is. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. As it turned out, the person